There are some major changes that are coming to Operation Commanding Force next season. Stick around until the end to learn why these updates are much needed. Operation Commanding Force is currently set to release on March 7th, 2023, which is just a few days away from the time of releasing this video. As we all know, Ubisoft has been in a sort of rebuild mode in terms of making an attempt to fix the game over the past few seasons. The first big change that Ubi is making is introducing another game balancing attacker. Brava's ability is a drone that can overtake defenders' devices. She's sort of like a mix between Twitch's drone and Dokebi's ability to take over cameras and a little bit of Mozzie mixed in there, except it's even more overpowered. A common issue within the game has been a lopsided win percentage gap between defenders and attackers. When looking at the infographic shown on the screen, defense wins the majority of the time on the ranked playlist maps, excluding some of the newer ones. It's nice to see Ubisoft recognizing this gap and making attempts to give the attackers a little extra leverage. The next big change coming to this new season is the mousetrap. This part won't be super helpful to you guys on PC, so skip to the time on screen now if you are not a console player. If you are, then you're going to want to hear this. Mousetrap is a design for Ubisoft to completely stop the usage of mouse and keyboard players on console. Basically, the mousetrap will lag the input for MNK users gradually over time as more games are completed. Basically, after a certain amount of games, it will be impossible for anyone with an MNK adapter to even move within the game. However, as more games are completed with a controller, the lagged input will be reset back to normal over time. At this point, I am playing with or against at least 2 mouse and keyboard players every game of every ranked game that I play, so personally I think this is the perfect plan for getting rid of MNK users on console. And it'll definitely fix a much needed problem within the game because, it's better than them like banning the players overall. But with this, there's like no possible way for those players to get around it. Even if they try to make a smurf, it'll just happen again. The third and final massive change coming to the game is the reload rework. This is something that I hadn't really thought of at all when it came to balancing the game, but it's definitely a really smart move from Ubisoft, and I'm all for it. Basically, it will disallow reload cancellation, and with this change, players are forced to be smarter about their ammo usage and their reload timing. I think it's a really great idea because as a tactical shooter game, it'll slow down and make it a lot more realistic. And it'll also force players to consider another aspect when it comes to gunfights, rather than just unnecessary movement, spray and pray, and crazy pre-fires. Overall, I'm super excited for this new season. I'll definitely be posting some videos when the season drops, so be on the lookout for that. And until then, be sure to watch some of my map callout and tips videos on my Rainbow Six Siege playlist so that you are ready for next season. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.